everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alright everybody, y'all are literally propped up on my mouthwash. And also y'all don't mind my hair right now. I literally just woke up, girl. I thought I would do like a little whole like kind of get ready with me with y'all / updated makeup routine / I still have so many new things to get y'all, but they're on the way because I already ordered some of the stuff that I wanted as far as like skincare and like well, really just skincare. I do have to get new makeup products though, but I just haven't gotten them. I did just get some recently though, so that's why I say like updated skincare routine. Anyways, yeah y'all, let's get to washing my face because I was like about to wash my face and I was like, wait, I kind of want to show you guys kind of what I do because yeah, I feel like I'm getting back into my groove of like skincare, face care, taking care of myself. So anyways, let's get to doing that. I think it's currently like 11 something, but let me show you guys. I just finished brushing my teeth and I brushed my hair out because I'm actually gonna go shower in a little bit after I walk my dog. But let me show you how peeled my skin around my nose is right here and right here. Don't mind my nails, everybody. And then right here I have like a dry patch too. But yeah, so I was like, I saw that and I was like, oh, I need to get rid of that. So let me show you what better way than to show y'all what I do when I have any dry skin. I don't know for what reason, but like a few years ago, my skin, whenever it came to like winter, it started acting up so bad. Like skin got super dry, like it was just really bad. So to avoid that, I've been actually having to do this like every freaking winter now, is kind of like exfoliate and keep my skin moisturized. We aren't in winter yet, but we're about to enter fall. Fall is like one of my favorite weathers, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, I love the coldness. I love like the energy, like just like the crispness of like the cold. Also, I was born in winter, so maybe that's why too. I wish I had like the little tripod thing that like actually stuck here, but I don't, y'all. First things first, actually, I'm gonna be putting on my headband. Y'all know when like the water drips down your neck when you're washing your face? So I actually found a hack. Just put the headband like this instead of up here. Literally. Except I'm not gonna do that this time. But anyways, y'all, if you watched my last little rant video, y'all, I basically talk about being depressed and my whole situation. Well, not all my situation, but just like trying to be an adult and kind of like independence and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, these are some things that I've kind of been doing to like help myself, help my mental health and my physical health, and like actually take care of myself. Also, y'all, why does no one talk about like watching yourself go from a child face to watching your face grow and mold into like a woman face? Like watching yourself grow into like the next stage of your life, face, body, mind, like everything. Like I feel like this past like, well, actually probably I would say maybe like last year is when I really was like watching myself grow into like the woman that I am now, like as far as appearance wise. And it's always like, it just always amazes me because I'm still getting used to what I look like now, without like the baby face, which is so crazy. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I feel like no one really talks about that, so I'm talking about it now. And then in this pesto little jar, it used to be pesto sauce, but in this house, or actually with me, I reuse my little jars. Yeah, y'all, so I reuse my little jars. Obviously I cleaned it and stuff, but in here is and I use this as an exfoliator and for my skin. It's actually been very, very helpful for my skin. It helps with like any breakouts. If you like, I don't know if y'all really remember, but I used to have a bunch of scars right here from like when I was a teenager, and like just all the acne that I would get like on my sides of my skin right here. So now all of these have gone away. I used to have like, y'all, whenever I break out, I only get like those deep like internal like acne, because I usually break out when I'm on my moon cycle or about to get my moon cycle. Like other than that, I don't really break out like extremely. So yeah, whenever I do break out, it's always those ones that will like leave a scar, sadly. But yeah, I used to have like a lot more like scars right here, and I started using this and it actually started going away. Anyways, so this is what I do. I literally just wet my face a little bit, like y'all saw. It's actually dry now, so I'm just gonna go back. I just do this. I wet my other hand. And this does stain, y'all, but the more you wash it off, the more like it will come off. And it's kind of honestly better to do it like at in the shower, because that way you just like wash everything off. You don't have to dirty your sink with like all the turmeric, and because the turmeric texture and the baking soda texture is like little tiny like rocks kind of, it's a natural exfoliator, so you really don't have to use any like bristle or anything like that that you usually would when you're exfoliating your skin. I also really like this because it's turmeric and it will brighten up your face too. So I just keep going in, especially right here where what's it called? Where my skin is like kind of peeling. I'm gonna just keep going. I really recommend this if you do have like acne scars or just acne in general. This helps so much, and it's like a natural, it's literally natural products. Y'all, let me rant to y'all while we wait for this actually. Oh yeah, around my eyes I just kind of go gentle just to like tint them a little bit, to not have too crazy of like a tint of my skin change. But y'all, literally yesterday, tell me why. Okay, I mean with the face mask basically. So tell me why yesterday, y'all, I was like walking out to go walk my dog, right? Tell me why I see this neighbor from across the complex pull out a metal bat and start hitting the cats with the metal bat, like out of this bush. They were like behind the bush, like in the pool area, which was like nowhere near, like it was in front of his house, but like on the side of the pool, not even like on his like actual porch or anything like that. Tell me why this mother effer pulls out this damn metal bat. Even his wife yells, "No, don't hit them." And he freaking whacks the cats with the metal bat. Like he whacks the bush, but the bush like indents and hits the cats. And I'm washing my hands now. But tell me why I freaking watched him freaking hit the cats. I was so pissed off, and I started freaking cussing him out, and I was like, why the fuck are you hitting the cats? Like, you psychopath. Because what? Like, it is never that serious, y'all. Like, huh? For all I know, this could be the next Ted Bundy. Like, I'm not even freaking kidding. Men are weird. Like, and it's actually so sad because, like, the fact that women are having to constantly be aware of their surroundings or be in this fight or flight mode because of men existing is crazy. And I kind of, like, yeah, yesterday I was, like, so pissed off. I was like, why the fuck are you hating the cats? And I was just so angry and so caught off guard because, like, these cats are, like, people's, like, cats from the apartments, but they leave them outside, which they can do a better job at taking care of them. I feel like they're not as responsible as they should be. But, like, regardless, like, this man has 2 dogs. Like, you would think that people with dogs ideally wouldn't be hurting their animals, you know, or even want to hurt anybody else's animals, you know what I mean? So, like, just seeing that was, like, crazy. And I felt so bad for the poor cats, like, because, oh my gosh, like, it's just, it was just so sad to see, and I was so pissed because I do not play about animal abuse, like, and I was telling him, I'm like, that's literally animal abuse, like, you're crazy. He was like, they don't belong here, like, we used to never have cats, like, when we actually did always have cats, he just barely moved in. So, right. Finish the sentence actually. That whole situation was freaking crazy, and I was so freaking mad. The good thing is that I was able to, like, walk off, like, the energy because, and I was also so proud for saying something because I usually have been taught to, like, bite my tongue, and this retrograde, baby, we are not doing that. We are not biting my tongue. I am not holding back on my boundaries or anything, or, like, voicing what I think or anything like that. So period. Anyways, yeah, that shit was crazy as fuck, and I was like, you're weird. Like, that shit is weird as fuck. Like, it's never that serious to hit an animal, like, especially not with a bat, bro. With a bat, like, that, you have to be psychotic to even think about that. Anyways, this man is weird as fuck. Like, he's always, like, the type of person, he's the one person in the complex that, like, everybody doesn't like, or, like, everybody just tolerates his conversation or whatever, like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna start washing this off. My dog has entered the chat. Alright, so I always dry my face with some napkins, because usually our towels that we use to shower are pretty dirty from, like, our bodies and stuff like that. The things that we use on our bodies too. Like I said, this does stain, so when you wipe, it'll be, like, a little tinted depending on how much you washed off. And I also always try to dry, like, up. Like I said, I'm still waiting on some stuff to, like, actually do, like, a full skincare thing, and also, like, I just want to have, like, a dedicated kind of routine for my skincare again. If y'all know, like, I used to be on top of my skincare, like, etc., and yeah, but y'all, oh my gosh, one of the things that I actually have to do too is what's it called? I have to go shopping. Like, I have to buy new clothes. Like, the clothes that I have are no longer working. Like, I've had them for years. Like, they literally got holes in them. Like, bitch, like, I need to clean out my closet. Like, you know, I have to clean out my closet. This is the side of my nose now. Pretty clean. I do have pores though. But yeah, that's just one of the things that I use for my skincare. So yeah, I recommend this actually for anyone who has acne or is trying to get rid of any, like, dark spots too. 10 out of 10 works. And I use this anytime, like, I have a breakout or anything like that, and it always, like, clears up the breakout quicker. And also, since it's like an exfoliator, my skin always ends up being a lot more softer. I don't have any moisturizer, which is one thing that's actually on the way, is a moisturizer, y'all, because my skin, like I said, it's a very dry skin. Like I think I have to wait up to like 4 days without washing my face for my face to even like get oily or anything like that. So yeah.
So cute.
I'm about to walk my dog, but I do have to fold my blankets first. Well, my one blanket actually. Y'all, I've noticed actually like the winter creeping in now because it's actually been cold. Not the hair, Pacha's hair. It's actually been cold like at night now. Well, like just a few days ago, just a few weeks ago, it was like 100 degrees at night. Like, bruh. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Pop. Good girl. Other pop. Good girl. Good girl, my Pacha. I'm sitting down over here in the sun, just chilling. Yeah. I wonder what's going on through all these people's minds. Like, it's crazy how everyone like lives such different lives. Like, everyone's experience is so different. And I think that is like so crazy, so crazily like beautiful, because I can never grasp my mind around that. But yet we're all still connected and we're all still one. Like, wow. Crazy. What are you doing? Anyways, I'm out here in Miami. Actually, I'm not out in Miami. And I am not licking. Oh my gosh, oh my god. I'm definitely not in a as bad as it used to be situation. But also, like, just because it's not as bad as it used to be doesn't mean that you need to stay in that situation. And that's like kind of, come here, babe. Gotcha. Oh. It's okay. I'm like, as I was saying, yeah, it doesn't really mean that you necessarily have to stay in that situation. And yeah, I guess honestly it's just making the best of the situation. And because ultimately, like, you know, I do have a roof over my head, you know, which I'm very grateful for. And yeah, I guess there's just some things that like aren't working out in my situation right now that I can't really change. So it sucks. Because even if I were to have a conversation about these things with these people, they don't care enough to respect me. Noticed lots of different things as I'm meditating. Like, I kind of have been the one in some areas where I have been limiting myself. I think I just really like my alone time and like having my own space and like my independence, that when I don't have that, I start to freak out. Yeah, y'all, like, I realize I've been the one that's kind of been limiting myself to a certain like lifestyle that I already desire, but I haven't really been putting in the effort to live that lifestyle. So it's like, how can I want a certain lifestyle if I'm not doing anything to give myself that lifestyle? So yeah, it's kind of just been on me. And I think like there are parts of me that have just find it so easy to like blame other people or let my circumstances kind of like dictate how much effort I'm gonna put into my lifestyle, which I don't even think makes sense. Oh my goodness, Bacha. That you're the cutest ever in the whole entire world, in the whole wide world, with the whole doggy world. It's kind of really like up to oneself to give yourself the life that you desire. Yeah. And honestly, I have, as far as I've gotten in my life so far, like, I have given myself the life that I desire. Like, I never ever thought I would even, like, have the courage to even, like, take myself on a trip to Oregon, like, you know, like, by myself, like, fly freaking to a different state by myself or anything like that. Or even, like, have my dog, or, you know, just so many different things that I've already accomplished in my life that I never thought I would be able to do. So limiting myself is like literally just me limiting myself for the reason of just fear. I think, oh my gosh, do y'all know the song that's like, and there's just no going back when your heart's under attack? Gotta give everything I have. It's my destiny. I will never say never. I will fight. Anyways, I think I just thought about that song because I was like, my fear is that once I'm successful, like, I have this fear that there's no going back to the comfortability. There's no going back to the comfortability of what my life is right now, where I don't have to work as hard, where I don't have to put in the effort to create the life that I desire anymore, but it's just keeping consistency, which consistency has to happen even now. I saw this quote actually that said, the only reason why you have healthy teeth is because you do it every single day. The only reason why your body is healthy is if you exercise every single day and eat well every single day. It's not just doing it a one-time thing and you're good. It's you have to do it every single day to have this result of a positive outcome, right? You get them, Pacha. Get them, girl. Get them. I just took her out of her play mode into guard mode. Sorry. Oh my goodness, such a dirty, muddy doggy. But anyways, yeah, y'all, and that's kind of really been sticking with me, is like, the only reason why you have healthy teeth, the only reason why you have a healthy body, the only reason why, you know, you're able to read is because you had to do something over and over again to even be able to do these things in the first place at ease. Anyways, I've been the one limiting myself, and only I am to blame. Why is this man walking over here? So anyways, stay. Yeah, y'all. I was just thinking about that because I was like, why am I limiting myself to a certain way of what I'm holding my life to be, right? Hola.
Nice dog.
Oh, gracias. So, yeah, it's really just been out of fear, and I think I'm scared because I know I can succeed and I have everything I need to succeed, that I know once I succeed, there's no going back to the comfortability of the life that I am living, which is honestly like a life of like poverty and like lack mindset, which is not good, obviously, because I ultimately do want to succeed in life, but I kind of have been holding myself back to this certain way of thinking, which then ends up being a result of like my way of life. So yeah, really, y'all, okay, the biggest thing right now when it comes to my household is just like, my sister does not clean up. My sister does not clean up after her kids, let alone herself. She's constantly yelling at them, constantly like just things like that. And because my space is downstairs, it does affect me in a huge way because I hate being dirty. I hate a mess. And even like, she's a grown adult. No one should be having to tell her, hey, you need to clean up after yourself or after your kids. You're a grown adult with 5 motherfucking kids, 5 different baby daddies, like, you know. So yeah, to me it's common sense, but this common sense isn't like being done, because again, it's not my job to tell her to fucking clean after herself, let alone her 5 kids. So anyways, that's like my biggest thing right now. Besides that, y'all, I really don't mind where I live. Like, I still have my space to make my space, which is like my room. But again, yeah, because my room is downstairs, like that means my nieces and nephews are downstairs and stuff like that. So, and don't get me wrong, I love my nieces and nephews, but when you're an adult, you definitely need your space. And if I wanted my own kids, I would have my own kids. Like, I don't want to share. I don't want to have to be picking up after someone unless it's my dog. Which my dog, like, is only like her toys and like her fur. But damn, like, these people are just extremely dirty, like, that it's annoying. So yeah. Besides that, honestly, my life is great. Honestly, like, I do live a very abundant life. I do live a very, like, flowing life. But yeah, like, yeah. A lot of it is me limiting myself out of fear. Out of having to grow. I don't know why I have this idea that once I'm an adult, life is gonna be boring and, like, stressful and, like miserable. I think that's just because, like, that's how everyone in my life has lived their life. Like, I can tell that these people are miserable, and, like, that's not, yeah, I guess that's kind of the life that I'm giving myself if I'm not too happy with the way I'm living my life. Actually, love when I get to clocking my own shit. Oh my gosh, there's a worm. I'm gonna get to walking back home, actually. Thank you for listening to me rant and talk to y'all. I really need to do more of this often, actually. Like, am living the life that I desire already. Like, y'all, I make money from multiple different sources, literally. Like, actually, it's not even just like a thought or like a hope or a wish anymore. Like, it is. You know, I have my own space. Like, I get to do whatever I want. Like, I'm a full adult. Like, buy myself whatever I want. Yeah, I think it's just me holding on to this, like, misery. Really. Which I feel like in some areas is very valid. Like, the situation with my older sister. Because no one should be telling a grown-ass adult how to act or how to properly clean or whatever. I also saw this video, actually, from this guy. The YouTube channel is called Flow Networks, or the Flow Network, or something like that. But it's by Sunset Trey, right? Or it was the video that Sunset Trey made. And he was talking about something about, like, knowing your enemies and knowing, like your good people or something like that. I don't know what he said exactly. But literally, I was like, getting to know your enemies, like, literally. And I was like, I got to thinking, I was like, who are my enemies? And I was like, honestly, it would just be like my sister probably and my mom probably. Because other than that, I don't hang around people that often, let alone people who I don't vibe with or who don't respect me. So yeah. Which is why I really want to move out, and I need my car ASAP. Alright, Butcher, I think we should get going, my love. Thank y'all for listening to me rant. Thank you for letting me unscramble my self-limiting beliefs. I think there's actually a food drive, so I'm gonna check this out real quick. Y'all, they ended up giving me a free pupusa. I thought it was like a farmer's market thing, and they gave me a free pupusa to try. I don't eat pork, which I actually think they gave me a pork one. So, but it smells pretty good. We're gonna try when I get home. Anyways, bye y'all. Thanks for coming to my video.